We're telling the most insane story about Godfrey, the first Crusader, and I'm building it all by modding Elden Ring. So this is my vision. We've got Castle Redmain, and it's going to be the stronghold of Jerusalem, currently occupied by the great Seljuk Empire. And for weeks, Godfrey's armies laid siege to the fortress, building settlements and siege towers while they bolstered their army. In this episode, we're continuing to build out these settlements and scene 4 of Godfrey's story. This is where we left off in part 2, and you should see how awesome this place looks at the end of this episode. Let's get into it.
Chili games. Sweet chili games. Sweet chili games.
Hey guys, check this out. So in this video, I want to add all of these assets to the current build that we've already built out in the last episode. So as you can see here, they're all using the small tents. It's actually looking really good. There is one thing that I noticed, that this path coming down here, my settlement is sitting right in the middle of it. So I'm going to have to move all of this, but that shouldn't be too bad. So I want to add all of these assets into the build. Let's go over some of them. Look, we've got some 6 sword stands. We've got another little weapons rack there. We've got this awesome spear rack. I want to add a few of them in. We've got some better tents, which look cool. We've got some iron cages, which I'm hoping to put some people in. That could be pretty cool. And a mini one for the Anyway, we've got some cool torches to put in. These sick giant spear stand things. They're not very realistic, but hey, creative freedom. We've got these cool flags. Another awesome looking tent just to add variety. We've got some of these sword flag stand thingies here. A smaller spear rack. Another cool flag, this one's a little bit tattered, and another awesome tent. I want to add these wooden poles around all of the paths and things like that, sort of like give it a bit more structure, and I want to add these 2 little fence variations in as well. So this is what we currently have. And this is what it's looking like beforehand. And then now I'm going to grab one of these assets. I'm going to probably start with one of the big tents because that will fill it out a lot more. I might take this one here. So I'm going to head over to Smithbox and let's start creating. Awesome. So here we go. So I need to move this entire thing down. Well, I'll see you on the other side when I have absolutely everything selected, and let's just hope I don't accidentally select the map behind it. Just like that. That becomes so annoying. So I might start with these braziers, because you can't just reselect it to unselect it. Maybe there's a hotkey. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and do all this, and I'll see you on the other side. God damn it, I selected the map. So we start again. Oh, it is glitching out. Okay, let's just move these before the game absolutely freaks out. Look at this. Move this over. I'm going to put this down here. And we can have that hole in the middle. Well, I'm going to have to adjust a lot of these things, but that's all right. Damn, that's going to look cool. Lift some of these up. Let's just go through and quickly adjust a bunch of these things and fix it up a little bit, and then we'll be able to have a look at how it looks like in the game. I bet you this is going to look really cool, to be honest. Cool, so I've sort of moved this settlement. Let's go in and have a look at what it looks like in the game. Here's another quick little before, because what I'm trying to do here is make sure that it's not on this path. I think I've gone a bit too far in there. Before I show you in the game, I've actually realized that all my catapults are missing, and I think that's because I changed the entity ID. So I just want to go in here and have a look at some of the parts, and I have to click through all of these to see if my catapults are actually hidden. I'm looking for something that's sitting about right here, that's invisible. So I'll come back when I have clicked through all of these. That's annoying that it's not. So I'm thinking about taking another route and actually going into the parts, onto the assets, and actually deleting this, because this is the modified, that's the modified catapult. So I'm going to remove that, save this. I actually need to exit out. Okay, let's see what this looks like, and hopefully those catapults are gone, but I honestly doubt it. Oh, they are gone. Let's have a look at this. We got Godfrey down here. Damn, those braziers are looking good. It's all sitting on the ground nicely. These two tents aren't, but you'll see what I've got planned for those in the future. And I've filled up that hole quite nicely. A few things are still floating, so I'll have to fix them up real quick. Whoa, this flag here. Yeah, man, that's magical. Nice, so we've got this path here, so we can actually fill in more of this space, and that's what I'm going to start doing. I like how these ones here, they're in their own little circular section, so it does look like they're pathed out, and we can make even another. I kind of want to follow these paths, so I'm going to have a few more encampments around here. Oh, this is what it looks like on ground view. Gotta walk up and down the slopes all the time, come down for dinner. Okay, cool. Let's go back and start putting in some of our awesome tents to fill it out a bit more. Godfrey, you're looking good, mate. Cool, so I've got this plan that I want to take this tent here, move him over, and we will replace these guys here. He can come in. This is going to start really buffing it out. This is going to look cool. On come in. Because those other tents kind of look like supply tents, but these ones are going to be like command tents. Yeah, that's looking good. And we can move some of these things on the side to sort of make it feel like it's part of it, not just sitting there by itself. And maybe we could put some, I kind of would want, I'm not really too bothered about what it looks like inside, because we're not going to be showing that in the actual film. This is going to be a bit of a bird's eye view of these things. So these things here as well, they're not really on a path, and I do need a path out. I actually need a path out that path, because as you can see, you can't see the path in Smithbox. I know it comes around here somewhere, but it would be good so I know where to build around it. Okay, that's looking good. We can get that tent in, and we're gonna grab one of these guys. Yeah, I think that one of these guys here, these circle fellas, will look really good on our hill up here. We can move this guy, rotate him around, put him in here. Okay, cool. So I'm just going to go through and I'm going to put all of these tents, different flavors of these tents around in all the different builds. And hopefully that's going to give us a little bit more flavor. So I will see you when I'm done. Cool, so I've added a bunch of tents in, and I think it's giving it a lot more variety. Let's go and have a look. Oh, wow. Instantly, it's giving it a lot more variety. Instantly. This one here is looking good, and we can have that. See, it's got this little path. We can sort of follow that around. So we'll move this stuff. We'll move these 3 things over, well, these 4 things over, and we'll try and plot out a little path into here that will come around to this base. But damn, oh, that circle tent over in that encampment is looking really good. We don't have one over there. We don't want to overdo it. That tent there is looking good. Oh, instantly looking much better, and we have so many more assets to go. Okay, let's try and make this a bit more circular, and we'll try and follow this path. So it's just on the, I don't know what that rock's doing. I need to remove that, but it's a pretty good indicator. Right here is where the path comes down. So I can sort of start, oh, and it finishes right on the lip of that one, which is pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna try and plot this path out now with some of those, oh, with the fences and wooden barriers. I don't know why the fences aren't rendering in, but yeah, let's try and do that now. I'll give it my best attempt. We'll probably have to load up into the game and then have a look at it and then adjust some things, but hey, we'll give it our best shot. So right here on this rock, that's actually where it's gonna start. So let's move this. That's actually such a good indicator. So it's like just to the right of this rock, and then we'll go like this, and then we'll just follow this down. I mean, the fences aren't going to be amazing. Oh, that is very high. But I'm pretty sure this is a good little estimate of where the path's going to be. And these are going to be slightly annoying because I'm going to have to adjust them to the terrain. But hey, that's fine. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to place all these in. Delete some bits and pieces that I think look a bit tacky. And we know that it comes around to there and it comes to about here. So we can roughly get it working. Okay. I'll see you when I've completed the outline of the path. Okay, I really need to see if this is following. I'm pretty sure the path is here. I hope this isn't too bad. Let's go have a look. Oh, not too bad. That's actually going to look really good. I've got the opening of this path almost perfect, but we can move that over a little bit. They are floating a bit. Look at the low poly of them. They're like all busted out and stuff, but I really don't mind that. This part here, oh yeah, that's right. I need to move all this stuff here over to the left and open that space up a bit more. And honestly, I might even turn these round. I don't know, but the path is almost there. I'm looking good. I'm just going to move it up a little bit more and it should fit around it almost perfectly. And this space here is almost good. Okay, we're definitely on the right path. Damn. Okay. I'll see you in the smith box. Where's my braziers? Okay, here we go. Hardest thing to click in the game, but we got some. Let's fill them in a bit, eh? That fence, I think, it's not bad. Not terrible. This here needs to be pushed back. We'll get this as well. Push back because this guy was annoying me. Here we go. Push him in there. And this can be like another setup. Yeah, nice. And maybe we could... Maybe they can't have a path down here. And this can just fill up. And so we'll get a big tent, eh? Bring him in. I don't know why all of these assets are hymns, but they are. Bring this guy in and we'll stick him down here. So then this guy can rotate a bit. So we actually have a little bit of a settlement here. So our mountaintop, if you've been following since the first episode, we called this the mountaintop settlement because it's kind of up on the hill. This guy needs to go up and rotate a bit. Oh, too much. Sweet chili, too much. Okay, and he needs to rotate this way a bit. Bring him down. Okay, cool. And then these guys are a bit out of whack now, so we can move them around. Not even sure which way this guy goes. Like that, that's cool. And then this guy can accommodate him a bit better by rotating around. Nice. Okay, quick little check on all the fences. Are they all... They're not floating, are they? This guy's a bit whack. He needs to come like this. Looking good. These guys are all not floating anymore. But maybe we go like this with this one because that kind of indicates, okay, you're going off that way. Yeah, you can go off that way. Yeah, that's fine. Put some stones in our path, eh? Oh, that's just annoying, isn't it? And we're not going to have our dudes walking across stones, but that can fill up this space a little bit. Okay, it's looking a lot more populous on Smith Box. Let's go have a look at what it looks like. A little before, even though we just saw it. Little before. Let's go and see. The rainy day here out at Caelid, Redman Castle. That doesn't bother us. Oh, they are... Oops. Okay, let's check this path out. Oh, that's almost looking good, you know? That's almost looking really good. This entrance into this base, maybe we can bring him over a bit. That far tent on the right. This path needs to slope around a little bit more. It needs to be a little bit more shaped, but that's looking good. These tents here are looking good. See, look at that. That's looking bloody cool. And if you can imagine soldiers everywhere around here and everything is not floating, this encampment up here is looking much better. Something needs to go in here. I'm thinking a cart. Yeah, but that's looking good. An overview, oh, it's looking much better. Those tents have really helped fill this space out a bit. We need something right in here. That's looking empty, but that's all right. We'll get there. Okay, we just want to fill up some of these spaces real quick with something like this, like a broken cart. I don't know why they've got broken carts. Maybe they're fixing it up. We'll just quickly fill in a couple of those things and fix the tent, and then we'll be able to get some new assets, which I'm real excited for. We've got some real cool assets coming up. He's looking actually almost good. We just need to rotate him this way a little bit. Boom. Yeah. He's looking pretty good there. This tent here was floating. That was annoying me. Get him on the ground. Was this guy floating? Yep, he was floating. Oh, this tent here was too big or too tall. It was too floaty. So we'll get him right on the ground. This one looked a bit whack as well, so we'll get him a bit lower. This guy, they all looked a bit weird. We can put something in here. Okay, so this fence needed to like come, oops, this entire fence, it almost had the right idea, but it just needed to come in a bit more. Yeah, you can't rotate them individually like that. They get a bit weird, a bit sensitive, because they rotate them on an axis, which means it doesn't work. It's not relative. I don't know what I'm saying, but basically it rotates them on an axis. So if you have multiple of them, they just rotate on the spot where they are, and it doesn't look that great. I can't remember if did this stuff need to come forwards a bit more? I could easily just look in the game, but we're not. Oh, that's gonna go on the other side of those swords. Didn't like those fences, so we're gonna grab some new ones, and we're gonna rotate it along like that, so it's kind of like drifts off. This guy needs to come in a bit more. We'll come around. Okay, cool. That's gonna look much better. Okay, so now let's fill in some of these spaces. What do we got over here? Let's grab some more. Oh, I like this. Oh, we have some raised braziers. We could add in a bunch of those, but maybe at the end. And if you saw at the background, we actually have some of these paths. So I was thinking they're quite difficult. They're quite difficult to work with, but we might be able to put in some of those. But for now, let's grab our cage. The jail. Maybe we can even try and put that guy in there. This is gonna be the jail at the back here. Let's try and put this guy in the cage. I wonder if he can move. Like once I put him in here, I wonder if he's like stuck in there. That would be so good if he's stuck. And this guy can be in the little cage. Like he's gonna be so... It's a tight fit. Oh, this cage isn't even little. Oh, yeah, it is. I don't know. That was an optical illusion for a second there. This big guy in this cage, he just sticking out the top. Oh, you know, he might fit in there, you know? We really should swap them. Okay, this guy, unfortunately, this guy's getting the little cage. This was supposed to be for small people, young small people, but we're not going to do that. I don't even know if this is going to work, but let's hope. Okay, just in case they try and escape, we're going to have some absolute monstrous pillars of spears. I'm going to kind of block out the background a little bit. And this one here, this one is going to go out the back here. I like that. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and add some more of these assets around the place and fill it out a bit more, because I think it will look really cool. I might change some of those flags. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm just sort of placing things randomly at the moment. I do like this collection here, so I'm going to grab this, grab all of these and fill some of these spaces out. So anyway, I'm going to carry on. I'm going to potter away over here and I'm going to fill in some of these spaces, and I will see you back in the game. No, I won't. I'll see you right now. I've just had a thought that these long, big braziers, these could actually be really cool as like almost street lights. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Do you see that vision? So I'm going to plot these along the path. I think that's going to look really cool. Make sure they're not floating, but we can always do a test in the game afterwards and run past everything to make sure that nothing is outrageously floating in the air. But we'll try and do it as we do it as well. As we go, we'll try and do it. We'll try and make sure that everything's looking good. You always miss a piece or two, you know? Every now and again, you just miss a bit. But I think these are going to look really cool. Okay, let's go have a look and see what that looks like. I mean, it's been like 40 minutes for me, but it's probably been like 20 seconds for you, maybe a minute. So we'll just do a little before and after. Okay, I'm liking it. There's no jail back there. There's nothing in that space. This is looking a bit empty down in here. Okay, cool. I'm gonna reload the game. Oh, wow. Look at the street lamps. They're looking good. This platform down here is looking good. It's all filled out so much more. Wow. It actually looks like a complete settlement now. That's looking so much better. I'm really impressed with that. This platform up into this house is looking good. This fence is basically bang on that path. It could be fixed up a little bit more. This space in here, wow, that guy is not floating at all. Wow. I think we got most of the assets there. I think this is where I'm going to leave the video, because we've done quite a bit. What I want to do in the next round is actually fill out this space a little bit where Godfrey's standing, because this is a bit of a junk zone. I've kind of just kept all my assets here, and we need this to be more of like a battlefront, preparing for our siege across the way, killing the castle. Also you can see Godfrey in his colors. A little sneak preview for next video. I'm going to be adding enemies in here. Yeah, we're going to have people like doing gestures. We're going to have people patrolling these streets. We're going to have commanders in their tents. Oh, it's going to be so good. Maybe even have people up here doing... Oh, we got to clean all that up, but maybe people up here, like talking to a few people, you know, prepping them for war, going over strategies. We might have people over here just pottering around in the encampment. And then we're going to start building the army that's going to be marching across this bridge. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I love making it. And I'll see you on the next one.